combination. So, without further ado, we found our round 2 opponent for this Vintage League with... Oh, I'm going to fix this. With PO. And let's get right into this. Yeah, I didn't know that it was different in different games on how they talk about tier systems. So, we got the one the die roll, and our hand is pretty powerful. Definitely a keep. We're going to look to... it's interesting because we are worried about... Man, I think we're just blowing our Lotus on turn 1. It's a little awkward here. Hey man, if you want to play, if you want to stream, do whatever. Viewers don't matter too much to me. I like having viewers, and it's fun to have people in chat, but I'm just gonna be playing the games no matter what, so it's more interesting to me to have a chat. But if people want to see DPS, like, definitely go check that out. It's a nice, that stream's a good time. So, we have enough things to play off this Lotus that I think it's actually kind of reasonable to crack it. Problems with that can include... I don't really know if there are problems with that. I'm kind of in on the idea of Tarn, crack UC, crack for UC, make a black, play Lotus, crack for blue, demonic for an ancestral. Demonic for an ancestral? I'm kind of leaning towards demonic for an ancestral here. I'm not 100% sure if I like that first. I might lead with a preordain after the demonic. I might lead with a... Yeah, I don't want anything important to be trapped. But I think in the blind, like, being able to unload these spells on turn 1 against a possible Thorn draw from a Shops player is very, very important. I do think it's possible I lead with Preordain first to see if I can get a misstep. Oh, he looks like he's now F6'd. I don't actually want either of these cards, so I'm gonna... Oh, the minute I bought him a key, I draw a Time Vault. So he F6'd, but we didn't draw any Moxen, which is really bad for us. So if it turns out that he is Shop Stack and has a Wasteland, we're in just a world of hurt. Not drawing any Moxen off the Ancestral is actually, like, pretty rough. And we didn't draw any forces either, so this is the kind of thing where we could actually just get buried by a Shops player. God, it's so frustrating. Alright. I really wish we had that key, but it was such a bad keep on top. It is one of the problems with playing Time Vault combo. So we can no longer use Brainstorm with our fetch land because he played a Thorn. We're just in a really, really bad spot. We're just going to... We already have one... I'm gonna get the Tundra. It can get Wastelanded. It's a pretty bad spot. But I don't really know... Alright, okay. So... I'm going to keep both of these. If we get Wastelanded, we probably just lose. If we get second Sphere effect, it's really bad. But Crypt is really good because it will let us play our Mentor next turn. It's really unfortunate how bad our Preordain Ancestral was. We saw 5 cards and none of them were good in this matchup. We don't have the ability to force anything, so I can just F6. He has a Thorn in play, so we can't even bluff it. So he basically gets to do whatever he thinks the best. We haven't played any Moxen yet, so we do get to not get Revokered too badly. But we can really get screwed by pretty much anything else in this deck. That's fine. Don't care about that. That's a problem. That's a real problem. I don't know how people these people manage to get these double sphere draws when there's only 5 in the deck. It's not the worst because our second preordain was fairly strong. Being able to deploy both of these this turn is going to be okay. We just get completely blown out if he plays a Revoker. But we can't really do anything about that. He has a Tolarian too. Alright, 2 cards in hand. Sphere is pretty bad, and Revoker is the worst. Wasteland's pretty bad too. He played a Mox, which means he has 1 left. Hopefully it's like another Walking Ballista. It's a cool! It's a car! It's a brand new car! Man, he gets to pump his Ballista too? Nuts! So we do get to kill his Ballista by playing Monastery Mentor. But we did just lose our flip, so... God. We can't even... We didn't have a land, so we can't even like play Mentor something else, right? And our key's on the bottom of our deck, so we can't really do that. We're just so dead. The best thing that can happen is he just shoots this Mentor right now. But if he doesn't, he just gets to activate his Tolarian, crew the Cruiser, shoot the Mentor, and kill us. So, man, like this hand... Well, I didn't think we'd lose that hand even against a Shops draw because, but the freaking the 5 cards we saw were just not good. They were just not good. So, this is why Shops is the other best deck. We're gonna take out the cards that are really hard to get rolling with Shops against Shops. And we're gonna board in Karns. They can block pretty much everything. We boarded Needle. It's not too bad. An extra land to help us cast things underneath all the craziness, and then a pile of Hercule's Recalls. We want to keep Tinker Blightsteel. I like to shave some Preordains. I don't think they're very good. We want to keep Tinker Blightsteel. We want to keep all our forces. I'm not a huge fan of Repeal in the matchup, but I think it's fine. I think it's better than a Preordain. I think that's where I want to be. So I board out those cards. I board in my Shops package, and we go back into game 2. Like, think about it this way. If we, off our Ancestral, hit multiple Moxen, 1 or 2 Moxen maybe, he can play a Thorn on turn 1, and it just doesn't matter. We play a Mentor, and we play 2 creature spells, and we just go to town. Like, the game's not close. We win by a large amount. And it's just like luck of the draw, right? I didn't get to tutor for 3 cards. I got to draw 3 cards, and there's definitely misses in my deck. This hand is fine. This hand has a lot of starting mana, which is pretty important against Shops. It is fairly weak to Revoker, but I can't be strong against everything they have. It's fairly strong mana-wise, so we're pretty good against a Wasteland draw. So we're going to play out our mana sources so that we don't get them stuck underneath a Sphere effect. We're going to play out our Flooded Strand so we don't get Wastelanded. And then we're going to hold on to our Brainstorm so that we can use it as an Ancestral with our fetch land. So, of course, he has a Revoker. We're not going to tap anything in response because that would do nothing for us. So he'll lock down our Mana Vault, and we'll be stuck with just the current mana. We're gonna pray to RNGesus and try to not lose too many flips. Of course, we are now 2 for 2 on losing flips. That's a good draw. We need a couple more Moxen though. I'm gonna lead with the non-wastelandable land. I'm gonna cast Brainstorm now. Try to get underneath any more things like that. These cards are pretty sweet. I don't mind shuffling 2 lands away. I might want to keep 1 land. I think I'd like to keep 1 land here. I think I'm going to go Underground Sea, Misty Rainforest. I want all the cards in my hand. I'm going to pay 2 life to get a peek at what he's doing, make this needle better. Grab our Misty, crack for an island. So he's got a Thorn, a Spyglass. This is not mana abilities. I don't know why he has a Spyglass then. 2 Ravagers. So we can name Wasteland or we could name Ravager. We're gonna name Ravager. We'll just fetch around Wasteland. And we're gonna go get an Ancestral Recall. We could get a Hercules Recall. I think that's slightly worse. I don't think we need a Hercules Recall versus that hand. I'd like to go get an Ancestral. And I'd like to get a Needle on Arcbound Ravager. So this way he really doesn't have a clock versus us, which is why we don't have to get anything great. Yeah, he can Needle top. What he should Needle is probably Karn. But he doesn't know that we play Karns yet, so we'll see what he does. I assume his play here is Ravager Thorn. But it could also just be Spyglass Thorn. So it was Thorn, Ravager, and Wisher's Factory. So we still need our Crypt to not kill us. I don't have high hopes. We did lose another flip. We're getting close to PO being nice. We'll start by Ancestraling though. Those were pretty bad. I'm going to play out this Mox Opal, and I'm going to play out the non-wastelandable land. And we're going to hope that this PO is going to be good enough. I'm not sure it is. It looks like we need a Hercules Recall anyways. My logic was we needed the Ancestral to try to draw into some more things to PO back, but we're just a little short. Use any card name, activated ability. Alright, so we're going to fetch with this Misty. Right? This chooses land cards. Nice. Alright. Unfortunately, he can play Wasteland stand up and kill us with a mana crypt, but it's more important that I have it's more important that I have an island. I'll like if I die to a 3rd mana crypt flip in a row, I die to the 3rd mana crypt flip in a row. Like it's gonna happen either way. But I need as much mana as possible for my PO to actually be worthwhile next turn. It looks like maybe we made a mistake in not grabbing Hercules Recall. It didn't feel like it at the time. But it's quite possible we were supposed to grab Hercules with the Merchant Scroll. If we grab Hercules with the Merchant Scroll, we're down an Opal and we don't have enough mana to cast like It's just not good enough, unfortunately. I don't know. Our hands have just not lined up against these draws at all. So we'll die to our third straight mana crypt flip here. Yep, we just got 3 mana crypt flips in a row and died. Alright, I don't know. I think we just drew badly. I think we could have taken a Hercules, but then we wouldn't really... Yeah, I guess just getting an Ancestral was too greedy. It was too greedy. That's interesting. I was pretty confident that it was not too greedy, but it seems it definitely was. Alright.